Sweet.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? Hey, last week I think some people said they had trouble hearing us. So just anybody hopping on, just go ahead and like comment like, hey, we can hear you okay. We just want to make sure everything's all good.
Yeah.
So, but today we are actually going to be talking about TikTok. We're going to share our experience with TikTok, how we've been able to grow our business on TikTok, just all the good stuff. Hey, what's up, Tim?
Nice to see you on. We're getting some people on, getting some love. Thank you.
Yeah, you got anything you want to add?
Well,
hop right to it.
Well, for any of you newbies, I am Joie Lee, and this is my husband, Alex.
Oh, yeah, I was just getting right into it. Like,
I know.
No introduction, straight to business.
He loves talking about this. So, hey, okay, thanks, Sarah, for letting us know. Facebook user, make sure that you go to the link in this.
Yeah, if you're on your computer, it's easy to do. If you're on your phone,
it's not as easy.
Yeah, it's not as easy. But
yeah.
Next time, just give StreamYard permission. And then your name will pop up.
And then we can see your name.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. So we've got some of you guys on. We know that this is such a hot topic that you guys have been asking for. We really are excited to come to you guys and give you our experiences. We are not by any means professionals at the TikTok land, but we have had some really great success, and we really want to share our tips with you guys so that way you guys can have success on TikTok as well.
Yeah. Not only have we had a lot of success or great success, we've had a lot of fun.
Yes.
Too. So it can be a lot of fun for you more creative people out there, or even, the people that, aren't as creative. It still can be a lot of fun.
Yes. All right.
Cool.
So first thing we want to jump into.
Go ahead.
Is why should you be on one of the hottest platforms happening right now, and why you should be on TikTok?
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, TikTok has been just absolutely. I mean, as far as like average watch time or the amount of time users are staying on platforms like TikTok. I mean, TikTok's double, triple what Facebook is and even Instagram. So people are staying on the platform for long periods of time. So they're on there, they're consuming content. It's all the content on there is short clips for those of you that haven't been on TikTok. It's short clips. So people are consuming like a lot of content.
Yeah.
In that time. Because
they're usually anywhere between 9 seconds to, they now allow up to 3-minute videos, but most of the time they are short videos. I know, what was it, Sunday? We just kind of spent, I don't know, a couple hours on the back porch, just like
in my defense,
watching.
It took me an hour to learn a dance. So
yes.
But yeah, you can batch content, and we'll get into that.
No, we were just watching.
Oh,
we spent a couple hours watching TikTok on the back porch.
Yeah.
So it can be sometimes you have to limit yourself on like, okay, I'm going in for this specific reason. But what Alec was getting to is a lot of people do get on the platform for long periods of time.
Yeah. And like, as far as like getting in front of a new audience, a cold audience, different things like that, it's a great platform for that. So like, I mean, everybody on here is on Facebook. So we're very familiar. Everyone on here is very familiar with how Facebook works. Like you're really only getting exposed to content that is shared by your friends or maybe groups that you're in, or some pages that you follow. With TikTok, they have what's called the For You page. So for those of you that haven't been on there, when you first log into TikTok, you're on what's called the For You page. So it's content that the TikTok algorithm thinks is specifically for you. So it's going to show you that, and then you just scroll up and you go to the next one, and you go to the next one, and you can go and you can get to the user's profile of whatever video is being shown. You can engage in comments, you can share it, you can favorite it. But and as you're watching your For You page, or getting into TikTok and checking out other content and whatnot, that algorithm is going to change.
Yeah, by the videos that you watch for the full length of time, the ones that you comment on, the ones that you heart, all of those things kind of starts to mold your algorithm. So if you've never been on TikTok, being aware of some of the things that you are watching or some of the hashtags that you're searching for, those all go into the algorithm of what it's going to show you.
Yeah. So let's get in actually to a little bit now, like some nitty gritty. So let's talk about like how to show up on TikTok and like how to set up your account and things like that. So the kind of the verdict's still out on whether or not you want well, first off, you definitely want a professional account, and that can either be a creative or a business account.
Yeah.
There are benefits to both.
Mm-hmm.
Either one, you don't want a personal account.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to grow an influence, grow a business and stuff here on TikTok. So when you set up a business or a creative account, you're going to go through, you're going to pick a good name, like a appropriate name. Yeah. I should say. And
which you can get creative with it, but you want it to be something that's a little bit like easy to read, kind of. So like yours is
Joie Alex.
Yeah.
So simple. It's, it follows within the kind of content I produce and whatnot.
You could use your name if it's available. So there's different things like that you want to, you don't want to be, I've seen some crazy names on TikTok. And if you're going to be using this to try and grow a business, and actually, you're representing pawTree, you are going to want to make sure it, has appropriate things in the names.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to circle back. So the difference between like a business and a creator account. So a business account will let you put your link in your bio like immediately, but you don't have access to like all the same like trending songs or trending just different trends that are available. But a creative account, you have to get to 1,000 followers in order to get your link in your bio. So, and I know that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but once you kind of get into the platform and you start getting familiar, like you'll grow. Most people grow pretty quickly. Joey hasn't had as much success on there as I know other of us has.
I've been struggling. So for any of you that have gotten already onto TikTok and you are struggling to gain followers and things like that, fortunately, unfortunately for me, now we have to dive deep into why am I not getting onto the For You page, or why isn't my videos, or what did I do to not make TikTok happy? We have to dive into a lot of these things, and that's some of the stuff that we'll be able to learn and then come back to you guys with. Because I am struggling on TikTok. I will do the same videos as Alex, and I don't get the same results. So I get some of you that are just like, I'm trying, things aren't happening for me. Why is this? Because there's so many days that we're just like, why is this not working? And so we're diving deeper into that. I've created a different account. I didn't delete my old one. I'm just creating a whole new one. And we're going to try out some different things and seeing if we can kind of get some more traction that way. So believe me, I feel you guys. But there have been other people who get onto TikTok and they have success right away. We did put in quite a few months worth of work on his account before he had one of those viral videos. So it really is no rhyme or reason, but there is some things that you can do to help your videos get shown on that For You page, so it can be shown by many people. Yeah, because that's ultimately the goal. Is you want to get your videos, your content on that For You page of like other people's For You page. So and what that's going to allow, once TikTok picks up one of your videos, like I've had a few videos get picked up by the algorithm, and it just starts sending it out to, potentially millions of people. Which is really crazy, awesome experience, crazy thing that can happen. So that goal is to get on that For You page. It's gonna be how you get more followers. It's gonna be how you grow your business. Like all those things are kind of based around that For You page and getting on that. So there are a couple of things that you can do to get on there. And my biggest suggestion as far as TikTok goes, like if you're not on it, or if you already are, like just start producing content and figuring out like what you can do daily, what feels good to you, and what kind of resonates with different people. But you can actually go to there's a tab called the discovery page, so you can go in there, you can look and see what hashtags are trending, what songs are other creators are using, like what dances are trending. Now, it doesn't mean you necessarily need to do the dance, but understand that, hey, like there's a song,
that goes to this dance. So that song is also going to be trending, and what hashtags are relevant, all those things is actually going to kind of help you get on to the For You page, because when something starts trending, like actually 15 minutes before this training, I was on TikTok and I had 6 videos. It was all the same exact trend. Like I would scroll, the next video was the same exact trend. The next video is the same exact trend. So it's like when something's really hot, it's really hot.
Yeah. So trying to capitalize and getting that same type of video and content out into your content. So I know that Alex and I do some things where when I'm on TikTok and I'm searching through stuff, if I see something happen more than like boom, twice in a row, or I see a video, it skips a video, and here it is again, I'll send it to him and I say, okay, into the messenger, or I'll heart it. So that way I know, okay, this is a video that I want to recreate. And so you can do some things like that to really be like to save some of those videos, because you really want to do them right away. Now, some things you can save and do for later. We definitely do batching content. We'll get into a little bit later, but you do want to be looking for, like when we're on TikTok, it's usually to find what can we go create. Sometimes it's where, mindlessly just want, at night, we're just like, okay, what we're going to do. But a lot of times if we're on there, and I'm specifically looking for videos, hashtags, whatever we can go.
Yeah, what caught my attention, or what caught our attention? What specifically, like what specific trends are going on? Taylor did make a point. There is a site called Trend Talk that you can go and use, and it'll show you. It tries its best to show you what's trending and what's going on currently. Mm-hmm. So thank you, Taylor, for sharing that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So now let's actually get into a little bit. Do you want to talk about what kind of content to produce?
Yes.
Yeah. So I know we've been talking a lot about content, but now let's talk about specifically what kind of content for you to be producing. So TikTok is really great for people that are just maybe a little less confident. It's great for everybody, but I think it actually is really great for people that are a little less confident, because you can go and share, or like go and model off of other people. You can go and you can actually there's whole pages that have millions and millions of followers that are just curation accounts. So what that means is they're finding, maybe you start curating content that's geared around dogs. And what you can do is you find people, or you're finding accounts that produce awesome dog content. And then you can do what's either called a stitch or a duet. A duet is where that video's up and you do a reaction video to that, or you could be breaking down the video, or you could be like, look how adorable this puppy is. A stitch, same thing, except for it plays part of the original video, and then you stitch your video onto the end of it. So you can get a little, for those of you that are like, I don't know what to produce, you can at least just start curating. Dogs, cats. Maybe you're super passionate about cooking. Start with that. Like whatever it may be, you can just start that simple. But we do find that if you are sticking in a niche, do you want to lead into that?
So if you, kind of stitching into a certain type of path. So like Alex said, like some sort of niche that you want to be sticking into. Not saying that you can't branch out into other videos. But for the most part, like if your whole account is going to be about dogs and cats and pet nutrition and things like that, you kind of want to stay in that sort of realm. Throwing in one where you're going kayaking, the algorithm's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And your followers.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying that from the beginning you can't have one that is you traveling with your pets while you're also doing nutrition, but you want to think about what kind of content you want to be producing, and then kind of stay in that lane of what you're going to be producing. So we have a third account, technically the fourth account, but with just the two of us, called Live Life Off Leash. And that's where we do like our couples TikTok. So we do funny videos on there, or us traveling to Paw Fest or going to Legacy. We do some of those couple things where we go and travel, and it's like living our life off leash is the path of that TikTok. So we don't do anything on there that has to do with the pet nutrition. So not saying that you have to have 6 different accounts that do all these different things, but just choosing one that really is going to hone in on those types of things. I know quite a few of you guys have chickens, so you can be talking about, you can kind of figure out a way to be able to talk about the chickens and the health benefits, but also have things about your dogs and cats in there as well. But be producing both of those content, and not just like, every 3 weeks just throwing in a chicken video, because that's not really, you're going to, scatterbrains the algorithm. Basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's especially getting started. Because what ends up happening is, say if you make a video and it goes on the For You page, and it's a video about cats and dogs, and it's the only video you have about cats and dogs, and all your other stuff is just different, completely different content. Maybe, I'm throwing stuff out there, like it's about building houses. Well, if that video goes viral on the For You page and say gets 100,000 or 200,000 views, and those other people are going to be like, well, I want to see what they're all about. They go to your profile page, and then they're going to see, well, that's the only video about cats and dogs, and that's the only reason I came here. So then they're going to leave. Like, they're not going to follow you. Yeah. So that's the idea. That's the idea behind,
throw them an egg. Yes, Taylor.
Yeah.
So you just want to be.
Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in here. We'll try our best to come back and circle back to them, or we'll respond to them later. So don't be afraid to ask questions. It does really help us out too.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think we've kind of covered content enough. There are some people that you can follow on TikTok that I think are really helpful. One, I would suggest like finding people that are in a similar niche to you. You can find people that are producing content that you like, and you might think that you might want to produce. And then there's like a few creators that I follow that are like the TikTok gurus, where they talk about different trends that are going on. Like they do some how-to videos. They even get into a little bit of marketing and stuff like that. But I'm going to put their handles in the comment section, so you guys will have to come back.
Yeah, because I know we've gotten lots of comments and questions of, hey, how do I make a video? Well, that's kind of complicated, because what kind of video do you want to make? So you kind of have to be thinking about it. That's why getting into the platform, seeing a video that like, okay, I could make that one, and then figuring out from there, how did they make it? And now that's how you can kind of go about it. You can hit the plus button, you can get the phone in front of your face, and you can talk into it. And that is also making a video. So it really just kind of depends on what you want to make. But if you follow those people that Alex is going to put in there, you'll definitely be able to look around their account and find the things that you want to do.
Yeah. So, and we don't really want to get into like the how-to basics of TikTok, because there's hundreds, if not thousands, of videos about that will do a way better job than we will. We're just sharing kind of best practices and what we've learned.
Yeah, and some of the things that get you onto the For You page is having a quality video. So making sure that you aren't just, wiggling the camera all over the place while you're chasing your chickens or your dogs or your cats. I know I keep bringing up the chickens. Sorry. I just see a lot of you guys with chickens. So you want to make sure that you have a good quality video. You want to make sure that it's engaging. You have to be keeping people's attention. So having short videos, like I said in the beginning, 9 seconds that's a long time in TikTok land. So you want to make.
I would say that, yeah, that's like kind of like on par with a lot of videos. There are videos that go longer and stuff, but most of them are very short kind of skits. You can share. You can share pet tips. You can share pet food tips. You could just create funny content. If you go to my TikTok, like you see, like I'm kind of all over the place because I mean, it's all in the pet realm, but I'm just I'm playing around. We're figuring things out for everybody.
You want to make sure that you're using appropriate hashtags. Now, if there is a trending hashtag that goes along with your video, by all means, like if you're cooking and, hashtag cooking face
hashtag meal prep is trending right now.
There you go. So any of you cooks out there, get in there, get into that kitchen. I want to see you guys making some things, but using some of the trending hashtags if it's appropriate. You don't want to say, hashtag best life ever, or if you are sitting on the couch complaining about something. You don't want to use hashtags chickens if you are whale watching in Alaska.
You're on the chicken
kick, I know.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that you have those different hashtags, because that is how people will find different videos. That is important. But then also another big thing is using trending songs. So again, like Alex said, you can go to that Discover page. You can actually look and see what songs are trending, and you can go and use some of those. You can actually go into the song, go through the whole long list of videos that have made with that song, and you can find one that you can say, hey, I could do that with salmon oil. Hey, I could do that one with the new pill putty. So doing some things like that, and like kind of taking someone's video that might not have anything to do with pets, but thinking about, hey, how could I do that for our products?
Yeah. And I mean, when you're creating this content and doing different things, and be thinking about like who is going to see this? Like, who do you want to see this? And that's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but you can always start with yourself and be like, hey, would I want to see this type of content?
Yeah.
And just go from there. So here's a couple of goals I would say to really start with. So whether you use a creator account or a business account, again, I use a creator account, but is to get to 1,000 followers. That's going to let you do a couple of things. It's going to let you go live. It's going to let you put that link in your bio. Now, the link that you put in your bio, I would highly suggest using an app called Milkshake. It's free, or another app called Linktree. Both of them, what they do is it gives you a custom URL that you can put in there, and then you design the Milkshake or the Linktree. The Linktree is more basic. The Milkshake's more customizable, but it lets you put in different links in there, different texts. You can.
So things like, Alex's video about the salmon oil that went viral. So he was able to put the link directly to the salmon oil in there. So it's easy for people. It's not just to his pawTree site. It's to specifically the things that are the hottest topic, the CBD mega, the salmon oil, the joint support, those different topics that he has videos on. So that way you can say, you go to the link. Okay, they go to the link, they're going to scroll down, they're going to see joint support, and they're going to click on it. So that's not sending them.
Yeah, I mean, was it about 60% of people? So I believe it was about 60% of people kind of just click and buy.
Yeah.
So really great. We do have to kind of build a relationship with them afterwards. Other people have reached out either via message or a couple different ways.
Yeah, they texted us too, because we have our phone number in there. And so I was able to have that conversation. So before you go viral, you can have people text you. There's a couple of different ways that you can do that. And I totally understand if you don't want to put your own personal phone number out there. There's a couple of different options that you can do. We won't really get into that right now. If you have questions on it, you can reach out to me. But there are a couple ways that you can get a business phone number, free ways, paid ways, all different things like that. But you can have them text you before you get your 1,000 followers. So that way you can have a conversation with them, say, hey, so glad you're interested with the salmon oil. Here's the link for it if you just want to click and buy it. But if you want to have more of a conversation, what's going on with your pet? Because a lot of times we found out that it wasn't just salmon oil that they needed. They actually needed Allergy Support Plus, GastroPro Plus, the skin support. It's all of these things that their pet actually really needed, or the pet reset. So there's some things that you can do there before you get the link in your bio. But I think you should have your phone number as well, so people can reach out to you, because I still get people that will text us and say, hey, can you help me with whatever is going on?
Yeah. So that's been really great. I do want to talk about repurposing your TikTok content too. And this is where I know you've had a lot of success with is she'll make different TikToks. Some of them, a lot of times we go a little bit more product oriented.
But you can on TikTok. Like you can be a bit more salesy specifically on TikTok than Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah. But you've repurposed that content to your Facebook stories, Instagram stories, and got people to reach out from there.
Yeah, somebody that I hadn't talked to in, oh gosh, we didn't even have like a message in Messenger, but I've known him from 10 years ago when I played soccer, and he reached out to me because I had posted one of my videos about, I think it was salmon oil. And he was like, hey, what's this stuff or Allergy Support Plus, something like that. And he reached out to me and was like, hey, I need some of this stuff. And I was like, what's up? How's it going? So we were able to have that conversation. I was able to help his pet, but it was from a video that I made on TikTok that I was able to easily, because they make it easy to share to your Facebook stories or your Instagram stories.
Yeah. So Holly, you asked a really great question. She said, like, hey, why not just post directly your pawTree link? I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One, people might see pawTree and then they'll just go and Google it. I got to make a note about something. But do you want to talk about like creating custom links?
So then you can also so like I was kind of saying is like it makes it nice and easy. So if somebody's looking for something specific, they don't get right into the site and then they get confused. They don't know if it's on the health and wellness, is it under food? They don't know where the stuff is. So for the things that you're specifically making videos about and somebody says, I need that, then they can just go to the link, they can click salmon oil, they can click buy. So you want to make it as easy as possible, because the harder you make it for someone, the less likely they're going to buy it.
Yeah. So I've had different calls to actions about like, hey, go fill out a free pet profile. Go to the link in my bio, fill out a free pet profile. So they go to the link in bio, boom, pet profile's right there. They click on it and it takes them right to my pet profile.
Yeah.
So it just makes it easier for them.
Yeah. So we are still linking. You still want to link it back to your own personal pawTree site. You definitely want to do that, but you just want to make it. I mean, how many times have we clicked on an ad from Facebook, and if you get to the website, it's confusing. You really wanted this cat hammock, and you're just like, I don't know how to buy this thing. So you just jump ship.
Yeah.
So that's why you want to make it as easy as possible. They go to the milkshake, they click joint support, boom.
Yeah. And then you can add like a little about me section in there with milkshake specifically. That's the one I'm more familiar with. I know Taylor had said this is what Taylor said about milkshake. I think milkshake is a little bit more of a learning curve, but they're both great, Linktree and milkshake.
Yeah.
So
people can kind of get to know you a little bit more. So if maybe they're like, is this a real thing? They can go to your milkshake. You can have a little about me section, have pictures of you and your dogs on there, and say that, you've just anything about you. But I do know that, so one of the things that Alex is going to be talking about is you want to make sure that you are representing pawTree. So just so everybody knows, when you're on TikTok and you're doing a video about the products, you are representing pawTree. So you do want to make sure that the sounds and some of the hashtags you're using and things like that are appropriate.
Especially when you're talking about products.
Yes, products very specifically.
Yeah.
I know it's hard because some of the trending songs have some like swear words and things in there. Not the best. So if you can kind of maybe find a section of the song that's not so bad.
There's some different things. Yeah. Like, don't be afraid, but just kind of be conscious of it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do want to, I didn't write it down in our notes section, but as I was talking, it came up. Came to me.
This is a big thing, actually.
Yeah, you can actually block specific words too. So when you get into, you can get into your profile and get into settings, and you can block keywords. And I know it seems weird, but you're going to want to block pawTree. You're going to want to block scam, MLM. We blocked Chewy, some different Zesty Paws.
Yep. Because what's going to happen is when your video goes viral, you might be sleeping like Alex and I, and people are going to get in there. They're going to start commenting, where can I get this? Where can I get this? Where can I get this? And there's going to be other people that are awake that go, you can get it at pawTree. And then they're just going to go and Google pawTree, and they're not going to order it from you. They're not going to order it from the link in your bio. They're not going to go and text you to find out, hey, where can I get this? They're just going to go and buy it. Or somebody will say, oh, I get salmon oil on Chewy. I get Zesty Paws on there. Now, the cool thing is it still looks like it is shown to that person that made the comment. They don't know that you blocked their comment, but it doesn't actually show up in your video, because that's one thing that we've learned from a couple of videos that had gone viral, that there's a lot of words that you're going to want to block. And it kind of helps when you get those like spammy people that are like, is this MLM? And you're just like, just go away. Go away. Nobody wants you. So you can already just block those words. If you're on a creator account, I don't know about business account.
I'm sure you can on a business account and stuff too. And
so it's in your settings and things like that, but it's definitely something that you're going to want to do.
Yeah, you can block offensive words and stuff like that too. But yeah, so Holly, I don't want to forget about you, but I hope that answers your question, because you only get one link that you can post in your bio. So if you use like a milkshake or a link tree, both are easy to set up. Then you can then link to multiple different products, or we've done videos, played around with a few different things. The pet profile is a great thing to link to, or the opportunity page, some things like that. So it just gives you a little bit more versatility. If that you're like, hey, I'm scared of that, by all means, just go ahead and post your pawTree link and go from there. Yeah. So I think that I know.
So one of the things with repurposing your content, so if you want to put it on your Instagram Reels, or if you want to pull off the TikTok handles, there is an app. I remember Taylor, she reminded me of this. So you can, it's called Snaptik, SNAPTIK. And what that's going to do is you put it in there. It scrubs it from having the TikTok handles on there, and then it gives you your raw video, but still with all of your words and songs and everything. So then you can go and upload it into your Instagram Reels, repurposing that content. But Instagram does not like and vice versa. If you make something on Instagram Reels, TikTok doesn't like it when you just post it to them, or post it to there, and TikTok to Instagram. So if you can scrub it full, off of having those handles and stuff on there, there's a better chance of it getting shown. Yeah.
And I think that covers everything that we want to talk about today. And I know we are a little bit over on our time, so thank you everybody that stayed and listened.
Yes.
Mandy made it on TikTok. She's watching us right now. So Thank you, Mandy, for hopping on.
Hi.
And yeah, I mean, really just get in there and start making content, get consistent, set a goal like, hey, I'm going to make a TikTok every single day for 30 days or 90 days. I'm going to do 2 TikToks every single day. It's really about getting on the platform, getting comfortable. But as far as growing your business and really kind of having an explosion of growth, I do think it is important to try and carry these these contacts and connect with them on another platform.
Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, the business is I mean, TikTok is really, really hot right now, guys. So yeah, if you got any other questions, go ahead and feel free and post them. But so like last week we had left with a challenge. So I would say the challenge for this week is make a TikTok.
Yeah.
Just if you already are on TikTok, then I want you to set a goal of like, hey, I'm going to show up for the next 7 days.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make a TikTok every single day. I'm going to get a little uncomfortable. Growth happens when you're uncomfortable.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
and just getting in there, and you can create the account. You can kind of get in there, scroll a little ways and see, okay, find that first video that you want to make. You can get on Alex's account, Taylor's account. There's Desiree. There's a lot of people, Mandy. There's a lot of people already on TikTok. You can go and find something that someone's already done and be like, okay, how can I recreate this? How can I do this in my own way? And then share it with us. So let us know when we come back next week if you made your first TikTok. We would love to see it and be able to cheer you guys on.
Yep, and I'm gonna go ahead and post the usernames to the few people that I watch as far as the TikTok gurus and stuff. They've been helpful for me,
yep.
for us.
Awesome.
So thanks, guys. Thanks for joining with us.
All right. Bye.